Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. So I'm going to do a collective reading for y'all today, and I'm going to start off with the months of the year card and the astral house cards, okay? We're going to find out what's going on in the collective's energy on this fine Tuesday. Yeah, so this is going to be a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit. He could be a she could be a he, you know, so on and so forth. Thank y'all so much for your likes, your comments. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. I'm sending all of that love and light right back to y'all. Yeah, thank y'all so much. And if you enjoy this reading or you enjoyed my previous readings and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, thank you so much. God bless y'all. So let's start with the astral house. I'm just going to spread them out and just kind of feel it, you know, just kind of go with the flow. There's one. Happiness. Okay, so that's good. This reading is going to be about how to find your happiness. All right, months of the year for the collective. All right, I'm just going to cut them. I'm going to pull the top. December. So you're going to find happiness in December. Happiness in December. Let's see what's going to be bringing y'all happiness. You know, I was going to grab those tea leaf cards, but let me see. What are those? Oh, that's the Kipper. Where? Oh, there they are. Hidden. They were hidden. I have paper. Where is all this paper coming from? I have it everywhere. Oh gosh. Happiness, December for the collective. What's gonna bring them happiness? Okay, for the collective, what will be bringing them happiness? Thank you. Oh, whoa, that was a weird one. Gosh. Ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. So maybe you'll need to be asking someone for help, which will bring you happiness. Open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Wow. We have worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case, however. You are worthy and you have the inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Okay, we have healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Open heart. Yeah, you're going to have to open up to get this healing, man. But once you do it, I feel like you're going to know your worth, you know? Honor it. Maybe that's part of the healing, is honoring your worth. Let something go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Yes, I agree with that. You have to let things go. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Yeah, that's like going within, you know? It's going to lead to healing. You got connect. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and to simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. Yeah, after you're done with this healing, I feel like that's when you're going to need to connect. You know your worth. You know you've opened your heart space. You've let a lot of stuff go, which can then help you open your heart space to new things, you know. Okay, we have fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Yeah. You've been given a fresh start after this healing. Yeah. And then check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. Yeah. Whoops, I didn't mean to move the camera, but anyway, I was trying to move my little rocks out of the way. Crystals, whatever. Stones. I feel like you're going to have to check in with yourself before you let things go, you know? Kind of like you're weighing out the pros and cons, what makes me happy, what doesn't make me happy, type thing, you know, and then you're going to be able to really let things go. We got bravery and focus. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do make a decision to let things go. Check in with yourself, be brave, and let things go. Focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and toward what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is a first step toward creating an amazing life. Yeah, it's like after you let it go and after you open up, that's when I feel you're going to have to focus. Yeah. Right, let's do this. Because this feels like the dark night of the soul up here. It's like you're stepping back, you're checking in with yourself, you're becoming very brave, you're letting things go, you're opening up your heart space, right? And then it's time to focus, you know your worth. And then you can heal. You'll get this fresh start and you'll be able to connect with people again. That's what I feel. Let's clarify though. Yeah, and ask for help. You may need help doing this. You know, it's hard. especially if you're going to be letting go of like jobs or, excuse me, a certain mindset, Let me find another deck to clarify with. I'm going to use my Rider-Waite-Smith. And I'm going to see if Kipper might want to clarify. We may not need Kipper, but okay. Ooh, it could be about a job. It could be about a job. You're going to have someone trying to create conflict so you can't get this job. Is that 2 cards? I'm not used to using these. I haven't used them in a little while. But anyway, could be whoever you're with. It could be someone they're trying to create conflict so you can't go after this new job. Could be a Queen of Pentacles. That would be like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Hierophant. You could be married to this person. Again, that's Taurus. You got 7 of Pentacles. That's working. It's kind of like you're daydreaming, thinking about this job, and then this person's like putting up a fit, and you're gonna have to get through this conflict to get this Ace of Pentacles, man. But you're ready. You're on your horse. You're ready to go, Yeah, you're ready for this brand new opportunity. Financial, like job, career, whatever. It's going to be good. It's going to be justified. Oh, wait, that's Queen of Swords. Well, anyway. Yeah, abundance. Okay, happiness, December, collective. Okay. Got someone having bad dreams at night. They're having nightmares. That's not good. Why would you... We're talking about happiness here. Talking about how to get to happiness. We don't want no sad cards. I want this to be a happy reading. Oh gosh, there's 3 of Swords on the floor. That's such a sad freaking card. Again, we had those cards come out. That's interesting. Alright, how is the collective going to be able to get to the goal of happiness in the month of December? Okay? They want to get there by December. They want to have a happy Christmas. How are they going to be able to get there? Can we clarify this step back? Oh, wait, I need to shuffle these. I was just sitting there doing a side shuffle and didn't even think. Yeah. You need to be shuffled, huh? Yeah. Yeah, conflict. Competition. That's like competition rivalry. Ugh. Victory, though. There we go. That's what we're going to put the deck on right there. We're looking for victory. We're looking for happiness. All right, for the collective. Yeah, we're looking for reciprocated love. All right, for the collective. Step back. Can you serve? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Boss babe energy, but you may need to step back right now. Ooh, she's juggling. Maybe she's having a workplace affair. You need to step back away from this because it's doing nothing but creating conflict in your life. That's what it feels like to me if you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy and maybe you're juggling several jobs. You could either be juggling, 2 different, people. One is a workplace person, and, one you're married to, I don't know. But it's creating conflict in your life. It could be that you're juggling several different jobs. It's creating conflict in your life, Step back. Yeah, make a decision. That's funny. I'm going to put that kind of on top of that so we don't take up too much room. Well, no, I don't think I'll have enough room to do that, though. So, yeah, we'll just do it like that. All right, can we get some clarification for check-in for the collective? Check-in's like weighing it out, balancing things out. Can we clarify check-in? Are they weighing things out, weighing out the pros and cons? Finding... Oh, check-in. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. So I guess when you're thinking about maybe a Queen of Pentacles energy, weigh it out. Like, do you feel lighter or heavier around this person? Death here. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, you went within. You were given like a dream or something. You were given some creative, inspiring type thought. It could have just been your mind's eye. You could have just heard something, known something, felt it, but you knew it was, they were doing something deceitful behind your back. Now it's time to put an end to that. That might be why you're weighing it out, the pros and cons with this person. They could be very deceptive. They could lie, cheat, steal behind everybody's back. Alright, I want to make sure I have enough room for all of these cards. For bravery. Can we clarify bravery? So they need to be brave. And strength and bravery to make this decision. Yeah. You have what it takes, whoever you are. Are you going to be brave enough to make this decision? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, you are. I do believe that is a yes card. Let me look up here. I have them written down, yes and no. 2 of Cups is a yes card. Yeah, you have what it takes. You're going to be brave enough to go after whatever it is. It could be, you're trying to weigh out the pros and cons with this person. It could be someone you work with. Pentacles, that's what makes me think of. Plus we saw the 3 of Pentacles. So could be someone you work with. But you're going to be brave and you're going to make this decision. It may be a heartbreaking decision, One that's clouded right now. It's like all foggy. This decision, you don't know which cup to choose, You're like so confused. The Chariot. Oh, man. You could be hearing about some gossip. There could be gossip spreading very quickly. This is gossip. This is, betrayal. It's going to be a fast ending. Could be a very quick ending. And you got a King of Swords here and the King of Wands and victory. So maybe this King of Wands and King of Swords are going to, help you with this painful ending. I don't know. There's a Queen of Wands. But it looks like she's very competitive because someone's bringing you a love offer. You could be in this High Priestess energy. All right, let it go for the collective. This is a little bit different reading, you know. I like it though so far. Move those out of the way. All right, let it go. Makes me think of Elsa and Anna. For the collective. Release and be free. They need to release something. What do they need to release and let go of? Release and let it go. What do they need to let go? Ooh. Okay. Could be a marriage. Could be a relationship you've had for a long time. I know there's a Queen of Cups, there's the King of Cups. Okay. Dang, guys, let it go. Look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Okay. That's like a brand new cup of love, but it could be, you could be wanting to like reconcile with someone you've been with for a long time. You know, maybe it could be a marriage, you know. It's like you're wanting to reconcile, but you need to let that go. It's like, whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. Yeah. Whoever you share a cup of love with, you know, like a union of some sort, it's like you're going to have to let that go. It could be a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus. That's a strong, independent female. You may be having to let go of that person. You're going to have to let go of loss and grief and sadness. You're going to have to let that go. You got to stop hanging on to it. You may be very flirtatious. You may be a Casanova type, or, you know, for female, you know, kind of in a Jezebel spirit, you know, like, you know, you just very flirty, and, you know, you may need to let that go as well. And yeah, lay down your ego too. It's good to have an ego. It's good to have, you know, it can be very beneficial, but if it gets in the way, that's when you got to take a hold of it and say, nope, not today, you know, and rein it in. But yeah, it's like this is going to, you know, judgment, that's like the ultimate release, rebirth, you know. It's like you feel an inner calling, you know, to release and let go of maybe wishes. Maybe you've been wishing for true love your entire life, and it's a hope, it's a dream of yours. You're going to have to lay it down, let it go, lay it down at the feet of God. Maybe you want to be this. Maybe you want to be a strong, independent female who owns her own business. You know, it could be a small business that you've started. You've got to let it go and lay it down at the feet of God. You may be grieving over the loss of someone, and it's time to lay that down and try to enjoy life again. You know, it can be hard, but it's very much needed. You know, you could be too hasty right now and not very patient. Guess what? You need to let those things go. It's time. You know, it's time. God's calling you. He wants you to be reborn. You know, He wants you to let those things go and let Him. Let go and let God. You know, y'all are letting go of a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. All right, for the collective, open up their heart space, open up their heart chakra. Guys, listen to YouTube. There's a lot of those different frequencies you can listen to, like Sol Fidego or something like that. But there's ones that can that can help open up your heart space. So maybe that's a meditation you can do to help open up your heart space. Get all these cards. I'm just going to put them in there. Alright, for the collective, open up. Open up. They need to open up. Open up your heart to another. Who do they need to open their heart up to? For the collective, justice. Maybe a Libra. Oh my gosh, or a magician. What is the magician? Mercury. So hang on. Let me just check this out. Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. Man, why can't I ever remember that? So you could have a Libra, a Gemini, Virgo, a Taurus, Libra. Maybe these are workplace associates. Maybe they're working together to, make their dreams come true. All right, open up for the collective. Open up. They need to open up their heart to someone. Who do they need to open up their heart to? Please and thank you. Move on to calmer waters, wish fulfillment. Or you could be overindulging in something. The moon. So maybe a Pisces. Oops. Oh. They may be wanting to send you a message. They may be heartbroken too. Oh, over their union. They found out the truth about something. Don't know. You got 6 and 9. Cancer. Oh, that made me think of Cancer, the symbol. Moving on to calmer waters, and it's going to be wish fulfillment when you open up your heart space. Can we clarify who they're going to open up their heart space to? So it could be, swords would be air sign, water sign, but 69, that's Cancer. I mean, you know what I mean? Wait, 6th house would be, wait, Virgo. And then 9th house would be Scorpio. Wait, Sagittarius. Yeah. Okay. Open up. Can we get some more clarification for that? Who are they going to open up? Who do they need to open up to? Can they open their heart space? Maybe. Oh. That's like a painful ending, It's betrayal. It's like bitching, bad mouthing, all that kind of crap going on in the background. Stabbing you in the back, You're going to have to, I guess, open up your heart space to these people. Maybe you're scared that when you do open up, you're going to have a lot of gossiping and stuff like that going on. to me, it feels like it's just a painful ending, and you're moving on to calmer waters. You're moving toward wish fulfillment. That's what it feels like. It's not going to let me know who. God's not going to let us know who. Okay, so you're going to have to open up your heart space after this. Something painful that happened, you know. You may be having to move away from home, you know. That's definitely movement. You could have Pisces in your chart. That's Earth, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Something keeping you up at night. Yeah, this big change, this Tower. Ooh, a toxic marriage. Maybe the ending to that. Yeah, it's the ending. I mean, like the wheel in the sky's turning. There's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's Scorpio. I don't know why I'm calling out all the signs, but anyway. Okay, for the collective. Focus. Oh, wait, let me do a little side shuffle. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working toward what is. So, what is going to be working for them? What do they need to be focusing on? What do they need to be focusing on? What isn't working for them? Maybe we should ask that. Yeah. What isn't working? That way, because you know what is working, you know. Maybe a King of Swords. Could be Archangel Michael. Yeah, there's that like very, it's like you're confused about which way to go. You know? Oh, he could be creating that. He could be gaslighting this person. This King of Swords energy. I'm not saying that he's like a bad person, but because he's in the upright, but he could be, you know, like gaslighting, creating an illusion with a Cancer person, you know, to where they're not going to be able to have forward movement. It's because they're in competition with them, because maybe they know about this love offer they're bringing, a Queen of Wands, you know, Strength, and the Pentacles. We got the Fool in reverse. Okay, the Fool in reverse. That's recklessness, guys. Negligence. Being naive, like innocent. Someone who's very, you know, innocent. But here you wouldn't be innocent. So it's something. That's something that's not working. Maybe someone playing the fool. They're playing like they're innocent, but they're really not. You know? What isn't working for you? Let's get some more clarification. It could be just negligence, you know? Like it could be that this King of Swords. I don't know. Focus. What do they need? What does the collective, what do they not need to focus? Or what, hold on, what isn't working for the collective? What do they need to focus on that isn't working? What do they need to focus on that isn't working? What isn't working for the collective? Fool reverse. Can we clarify that Fool reverse? Please. Got 7 swords in the world. That's like deception, you know? It's not working for you to be sneaking around, okay? Stop doing that shit. Don't lie, cheat, or steal, you know. Alright, for the collective, focus. What isn't working for them right now? The Fool reverse. Can we clarify the Fool Yeah, it came out again. Ooh. Arguing with the Queen of Wands, perhaps. She could be a Leo. King of Pentacles, Empress, Magician, Death, Emperor. That's a lot of fucking people right there. Sorry, guys. I need to watch my mouth. I know, but yeah, beware. I do cuss. There's a lot of freaking people, man. But it's like, it's weird. Because look, it's like, you got this King of Pentacles here looking toward this Queen of Wands. Maybe a filter of his ego, you know. Like he's overly confident about maybe this Queen of Wands, I don't know. But then over here, you got a perfect match. And it's like those two are together right now. Feels like he's looking over here very passionately toward Queen of Wands. And she's looking over here at him. It's like she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on, lying, cheating, stealing, arguing, fighting. It's like God's behind the scenes. He's manifesting an ending, you know, to perhaps this relationship here so that this Empress can be reunited with her true divine mate, you know? Yeah. Death. Yeah, my gosh, I would love to just keep all those, but you know. So we got arguing and fighting. You've got, it feels like someone who's just a freaking fool. You know what I mean? Look, they lie, they cheat, they steal. This is what you need to release. You need to release this person. Could be an Aquarius, you know. That's the Fool. Uranus energy. If I'm remembering right. Gosh, now I'm going to be doubting myself all day. The Fool. Yeah, Uranus. Crown chakra. Maybe your crown chakra is off balance right now. Soak your feet. Soak your feet in like Epsom salt water. Go take your shoes, your socks off, and go put your feet on the ground. You know, whether it's sand, dirt, grass, as long as it's the earth and not concrete or asphalt, okay? Put your feet on the earth, you know, and ground yourself right now. Because you could just be out of whack. But these are things that you need to, that aren't working for you, you know. That was sideways, but it's conflict, or it could be reconciliation. I feel like it's conflict, tension, you know. Maybe you feel defeated by this person who did this to you, who cheated on you. But anyway, you're going to have to let them go. That's what's not working. Okay? That is what's not working. For worth. Can we clarify the worth? How many cards do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Wow. Yeah, it's like this is the ending of something. Completion. That's funny. Alright, worth for the collective. Can we clarify worth? Honor your worth. How can they honor their worth? Alright, how can they honor, for the collective, how can they honor their worth right now? How can they honor their worth? That, you know, in reverse talks about delays, being frustrated, being stuck. But then in the upright, it's like speed. It's fast. It's the fastest moving card other than Chariot, you know. But it's like right now it's on pause. You know. How can they honor their word? Wands, fiery energy. Confidence. Take a step back. You got 9 of Wands here, and then you got 8 of Wands here. It's like you really are taking a step back, and you are seeing your worth. You know, you're going from the 9 to the 8. You know what I mean? Ooh, maybe you have strong boundaries right now. Yeah, because you've been through it, shit. Now you got people coming after you, offering you things, people you've known forever. You're like, dude, I'm protecting myself right now. I'm good. But I want to give you 10 of Pentacles. Okay, let's go celebrate. No, I'm just kidding. Worth. Can we get some more clarification for that? We got 8 of Wands sideways. It's like they're finally, feels like it's just blocked. Something's blocking you from seeing your own worth. You just see you the way God sees you, man. You're his daughter. You're his son. He loves you more than anything. Oh, it's because you're overburdened. That's what's blocking you from seeing your worth. But the 10 of Wands reverse, it's like you're just burned out. You're overwhelmed, man. You're too overwhelmed right now to even see your worth. Yeah. You're just too overwhelmed right now to even see it. See your worth, you know? Or maybe it's overwhelming someone else. You know, maybe someone sees you seeing your, you know, like standing in your worth, in your value. You know, you see yourself in a good way now, and it's really burdening someone else, you know. I don't know why I thought of that, but anyway, could be. No, God's putting an ending to all those burdens. He's bringing you an emperor, man. Everything's just getting balanced out right now, you know. You're going to have to walk away before you can get something new, you know. Healing, fresh start, connect. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. How can they heal? How can the collective heal right now? What's going to help them with their healing? How can they... What's going to help the collective with their healing? Making a decision, moving away maybe from somewhere that's toxic. You know, could be a whole community. You know, yeah, they're all in conflict about maybe you choosing to leave. I don't know. But it's like you've got a new path. A path of healing. Yeah. You're planning out a healing path, and it's putting a lot of people up in arms. Maybe someone you had, you know, a thing with, a relationship with. It's going to be the ending. Yeah. The moon, the tower, then balance. Even though you're heartbroken, you're still going to be working hard. Okay. Fresh start. Can we clarify fresh start for the collective? You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to the gift that you've been given. Fresh start. Can we clarify fresh start, please, for the collective? Fresh start. Why are they all falling on the floor? Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, fresh start. It's going to be good. Yeah, because you went within. You got King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Hermit. You went within and you made a decision. You know, it's like you're the Hermit. You went within and you decided between the two people. You know. Oh. Or it could be an ending for someone, you know. Whatever God says, man, that's, when I see that card, I think of our Creator, you know. The ultimate magician. Yeah, you're getting a fresh start. It's like a brand new love offer, someone bringing you, you know, like proposing. It's like God's bringing you a brand new fresh start, you know. Connect. How will they be able to connect? What would you like for them to know about this connect? Who do they need to connect with? For the collective, connect. For the collective, connect. Who do you want them to connect with? Thank you. Oh, yeah, maybe it is a marriage. Because that can indicate marriage. It can be a social event, community event. Something to do with work, maybe. You're walking away from this Queen of Wands who's all up in her ego. That's what it looks like. Look, strength. Could be a Leo. You got the sun and the strength there. You're going to be walking away from her. Or him, you know, whoever. Yeah, you're getting victory. These connections that you're going to be making, it's going to be victorious. You're going to be able to do really well at that. Yeah. You're going to be able to connect really well with people. That's good. Me, I have a hard time. I'm a little bit of an introvert. So I sometimes have a hard time connecting with people. Alright. Let's get y'all some tea. Let me cut this deck. For the collective, we got Mountain Road on the bottom. You are on the road to success. For the collective, clarify this message for them today, please. Okay. Thank you. well, great worry over nothing. That's usually what it is. You know, most people, when they worry, they're really worried about nothing. You know, stupid little things we worry about sometimes. You know, sometimes it's big things, but most of the time, the things that get on your nerves are small. You know, like that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. I like that book. It talks about that, like all the different little nitty-gritty things we tend to worry about. Gavel, involvement with the law. Holy cow, guys. Oh, you know, if it is like a divorce or something, yeah. Diamond, you will be receiving a gift or giving a precious gift. Holy moly. Yeah, that fresh start. If the law is going to be involved in it, it'd be here with that overburden stuff, or, you know, this person that you don't need to be focusing on. That's lying, cheating, stealing, trying to create arguments. Could be that person. Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, find your worth, guys. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Well, that's cool. Open up, okay? Make sure you open up to this friend. Desk, pay attention to your work. Yeah, the work of healing, man. Excuse me. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get that when you get that victory. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Yeah. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Yeah. Especially up here when you're making that decision. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah. When you let it go. Let go and let God, man. Lily, spiritual love. Yeah. The brave, being brave and taking someone a love offer. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble on aimlessly. We have bird flying, news is on the way. That's cool. I love birds. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Ooh, I ought to put that down here by the wedding and stuff. Okay. And we have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I feel like that's that Queen of Pentacles. Faux show. She's probably a narc. Just saying. Probably covert. Because she's got an appearance to keep up, you know. Plenty of material things. And you have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Man, that's part of the healing journey. You may think that, but it's really all in your mind. It's just, you are against you at that time. You're changing things about yourself. You're getting rid of things that don't serve you, you know, and so you think someone's against you, but really it's just your own self, you know. It's kind of weird feeling, but anyway, but yeah, be mindful of that when you go into a dark night of the soul. You can be your own worst enemy, you know what I mean? Try not to let yourself be that way. Dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. All right, those are your T cards. Let me get you some dice. Oh, I was like, what is that? That's face paint. So yeah, any of y'all watching, if you're in the Lake Texoma, Oklahoma, Texas area, I will be painting faces for free on Main Street in Kingston on May 3rd. It's on a Saturday. Okay. I'll have me a little tip jar there. That way, if anybody wants to give me a tip, but to where I can buy more paint. But I like to do it for free because not all little kids can afford to get their face painted. You know what I mean? And I want every little kid to be able to get their face painted by George. And it's no skin off my back. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt me to paint a kid's face for free. I have the face paints. I have the time, you know? So, why not? Let's do it. Alright, guys. That was weird. Oh gosh, another one fell into my shoe. We got 12. Alright. Planets, zodiac signs, numbers that will clarify this message that you've given them today. Please and thank you, Father, Holy Spirit. Oh, we got Pisces. That's funny. So we got South Node, which is Virgo. I'm going to see if we have any more Earth signs here. Put the numbers together. We got a lot of water. We got Pisces. We got Cancer. Which I saw the 6 and 9 cards up there. It made me think of Cancer. It's funny that Cancer came out. We got Libra. We saw that a lot in the reading. We got Sag. We've got Scorpio. We saw that Death card. We got Aries. And we got Gemini. Yeah. And we have Jupiter. And we have Mercury twice. So communication is important. We did see, some swords arguing. 5 swords, As far as numbers go, oh, y'all are not going to believe this. We have 69. Cancer, I'm telling you, man. Oh, we also have 66. So 66, 69. We got 7. We got 4, 5, and then we have 6, 7. So 4, 5, and 7 are the extra numbers. Alright, for the collective signs, symbols, and synchronicities that will help them clarify this message of happiness for December for the collective. That's funny. First thing I saw, you got someone happy, but you got someone mad. So it could be 2 different females you're having to choose, or 2 different people you're having to choose from. You got TP. I like to think of it as home, I am Native American. But yeah, we kept seeing that, 10 of Pentacles. You're going to have an abundance. You may be getting a new home, Maybe getting a new home, a new job that pays you a lot of money. It could be a job in music. Or you could just like music. Yeah, there's water. Look at that. The mermaid. With all the Pisces and Cancer and North Node. Yeah. You're going to be happy. Because you're going to be feeling right at home. You're going to be making good money. You're going to be looking good, smelling good, feeling good. But then there's this person. Okay. Could be an earth sign. We did see that Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Trojan helmet. To me, it indicates put on your armor with this person because they're pissed. You may have to stand up, like defend yourself, knock them out, because you're defending yourself. That's what that feels like to me. Don't feel bad about this defending yourself, you know. If someone's being mean to you. Alright, for the collective, letters, words, initials, acronyms, you know, whatever you want to give us to help us clarify this message you've given us today. Please and thank you, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. Hey, I see fun. Y'all are going to be having some fun. Yes, you can. I see can. I see watch. That's funny. Watch. I see zig, like zigzag. You may have to zig and zag your way out of a situation. No, I'm teasing. I see UV, like UV rays. Oh, there's a little R over there. Oh, I see bull. Bull. Yeah, it could be that. It could be a Taurus, that earth sign person. I see. Look, Mr. V. Don't know. Mr. V. Okay. Could have a teacher whose name's, y'all call him Mr. V. And TK. Could be initials for someone out there. Alright guys, this was your reading. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it when y'all do. Lets me know that you enjoyed it, you know. Even if it didn't resonate. If it resonates, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And click that little notification bell. So you'll get notified when I put out a new reading. I try to do one every day for y'all. So keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all are having a great week so far. Thank you so much for likes, comments, for subscribing to my channel. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I'm sending all that love and light all right back at you. God bless y'all so much.